What's up, fight fans? Main man, made man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Live from the DMV off the early morning, officially 9:28 Eastern Standard Time. What's going on? Y'all know we talking boxing going down later on tonight, man. But I just wanted to jump on real early, real quick, and talk about this real quick, man. And that is Floyd Mayweather saying that Terence Crawford is the #1 pound for pound fighter. Wow, you know what I'm saying? Now, from the top, let me just say this is main man, made man's opinion. You know what I mean? Nino Brown, what's up, man? DMV in the building all day. This is main man, made man's opinion. We know the pound for pound argument is always subjective, and it's basically to your pretty much liking. But the true definition of pound for pound is if these smaller fighters were heavyweights, how good you think they would be. Now, last of a dime breed in the building, D-Lo 44 Boxing. Good morning, fam. The thing is this. I agree with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. says Bud Crawford is the #1 pound for pound fighter. I agree. I know a lot of people may expect for him to say that some of the PBC welterweights or some of the PBC fighters could be considered #1 or someone from the side of PBC, not somebody from the opposite side, and we'll deal with that. But in all actuality, in all facts, those dudes over at PBC are trying to get like Crawford. Remember that, fight fans. Terence Crawford is much more closer to what Floyd Mayweather was than, say, what Errol Spence could ever be. Terence Crawford is a 3-division champion. Errol Spence has only made it in one weight class. Danny Garcia, 2 weight classes. Sean Porter, 1 weight class. Adrian Bronner at least got 4. Now, he got losses, and of course his style wouldn't translate well at the higher weights, but he at least got 4. Crawford has 3 weight classes under his belt, and he's won a belt, under his belt, and he's won a belt at every weight class. None of them have done that. None of them. By the time Floyd was 28, 29 years old, he had already progressed through a couple divisions. And he's looking at these guys like y'all ain't did it. Like, he's done it. Y'all trying to do it. If you're unified, guess what? Crawford's already been unified. If you go up a weight class, he's been up 3. They are trying to get like him. What Crawford is doing is equivalent to saying Errol Spence Jr. or Sean Porter going up to middleweight and winning a title. It's the same equivalence. Same equivalence. Then Dot in the building. What's up, fam? It's the same equivalent. Because this man came from what, 35 up to 47? That's like saying they going from 47 to 60, right? Never see him do it. You'll never see him do it. I agree with Floyd. They mad that Floyd supposedly owns a piece of PBC and he said Bud is pound for pound. I don't know about that. People be running with that, bro. I don't know about that. My thing is, I look at Floyd and people all got this notion, oh, Floyd Mayweather is this top executive with PBC. I don't know how true that is. I know Mayweather has something to do with Mayweather Promotions and TMT, but when we talking about PBC, he may be a small investor of some sort. This man can't even run Mayweather Promotions properly. You think that they're going to give him decision-making over PBC? Man, come on, bro. Floyd ain't running nothing over at no goddamn PBC. Floyd ain't running nothing but his damn mouth. Floyd is a front man. Mayweather Promotions, Mike Tyson Promotions. Floyd is a front man. TMT is separate from Mayweather Promotions. Those are 2 separate entities. Leonard Ellaby runs that shit. Y'all keep listening to Floyd. Floyd now, don't get me wrong, Floyd suffers from what I like to call fuckboyism. And yeah, he may have drawn this line in the sand just to get back at some of his peoples. We know at one time he did try to sign Errol Spence Jr., and Errol Spence Jr. did not go to Floyd Mayweather. But Floyd Mayweather has always said nothing but positive things about Terence Crawford. You go back through and look, he's never dissed Crawford. He's dissed his promoter, but he's never actually dissed Crawford. He's always had a certain level of respect for Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So do you think that Kell Brook will have a chance of fighting Crawford? No, absolutely not. I think Kell Brook at 147 is just done altogether, and he should forget about it. He shouldn't even think about it. And coming down to 147, no. Absolutely not. Now, we talking 154. 153, then that's a different conversation. But at 147, I don't give Kell Brook a chance. I think he dies out by the fourth round. By the fourth round, he's drained. Ronnie Boy Fresh in the building. What's up, fam? Yeah, man. You say, man, you already know. Boogeyman Bud the Bully. TBE out here trying to get little Earl scalp Slim. Yeah, man. That dog, man, look. Floyd is cut from, regardless of what you think about him personally, suffering from fuckboyism, whatever the case may be, inside the ring, the man is what the man was. And he's cut from a certain cloth. He ain't probably respecting the dudes who ain't trying to move up in weight. He probably looking at these dudes like y'all almost 30 years old and in the same weight class. Y'all know where I was at by the time I was y'all age? Look where Crawford is at. 3 on his 3rd division. And y'all sitting here for years, sitting in one weight class. And you want to talk about what Terence Crawford is doing. Man, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. D-Lo 4-4 boxing. I agree with Floyd on this one. I remember Floyd's hating ass saying Al is overpaying those guys. Yeah, bro, like Floyd, he looks at a lot of those PBC fights. He ain't on the same page with them dudes, man. And y'all think that they're going to put a guy like that in a decision-making capacity with PBC? A dude who's clearly gone against Deontay Wilder. A dude who clearly got something, I don't know what's going on between him and Earl Spence Jr. Some people say, oh, well, Earl threatens his legacy and threatens this, and Earl got a long way to go, fight fans. Let me explain something to all of y'all fans out there that's, I don't know where y'all been. Earl has a long way to go. Earl is in his first weight class. His first, fight fans. Let's see what happens at 54. Let's see what happened. These are the things, I mean, that's what Crawford had to do. You know? So let's give it time. Y'all jumping in it. Oh, to say he's going to threaten Floyd. We don't know that, man. We don't know how his career plays out or pans out. Y'all are jumping the gun way too early. I don't think that's the reason Floyd said it. I think Floyd actually genuinely has a respect for Terence Crawford. And he respects the accomplishments of Terence Crawford. And he looks at the other side and he's like, what are y'all doing? Y'all all over sitting over here chasing Manny Pacquiao. Y'all all over here ducking that man over there. What y'all doing? Inside the ring version of Floyd, don't respect that shit. Now, outside the ring version of Floyd, that's something different. Inside the ring Floyd, he don't respect that. That's not how the way them PBC welterweights are moving is not how he moved. When he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he didn't move like they moving. No, he went after it. He wanted the best. He ran up on people. He did what he got to do to get out there. That's who he was as Pretty Boy. Duck nothing. Moving up in different weight classes, going up in divisions, challenging yourself. These cats over there trying to make money. And they sitting around having a stirring contest, waiting on Uncle Al to tell them when to fight. That's not how Floyd moved as a fighter. So he looks at Bud and say, Bud, you move more like I moved when I was at your point in my career. Now, boy, Bud is in his late 30s. No, sure, he hasn't accomplished as much as Floyd. But if I had to compare all of them together and say who's moving more similar to how Floyd moved, I'd say Bud. Maybe I'm tripping, huh, fight fans? Let me know. Canelo is not pound for pound number one. Nah, not at all. Too close to his drug scandal. Absolutely not. Not reigning. He's not reigning in weight classes. Too many corners he's cutting with the catch weights and this and that and that and this. All of this. I want to see Canelo reign as a champion. Take on all comers in unified division and don't run and cut corners and shit. Don't ask for catch weights. These type of things, when you look for these type of advantages, hurt you in my pound for pound argument. Bud ain't never asked for nothing. Bud came up beating bigger men. Jeff Horn was way bigger than Terence Crawford. Everybody on the welterweight PBC side was saying that, oh, beat Jeff Horn. Let's see you do it. Let's see you do that first. He did it. Y'all may say, oh, that was easy. Who was Jeff Horn? Jeff Horn just beat the one that everybody is exalting today in Manny Pacquiao. Roughed him up. But he couldn't rough up Bud. A bigger man couldn't rough up the smaller man. That means something, fight fans. That means something. That means something. Floyd been saying this for about Bud for almost 3 years now. Slim, all day. Always had respect for Bud. He's never not had respect. He had problems with Bob Arum. We know that. He got problems with Top Rank. Floyd and Bob Arum has never been on. But when it actually comes to Terence Crawford, Floyd got tremendous respect for him. That's the Warriors code, fight fans. When you are a warrior deep, regardless of what we think, I keep saying this, we think about Floyd outside that ring, and I got a lot of shit to say about him outside the ring. A lot of shit. But inside that ring, I never took the fact away that he was a warrior. I never took the fact away that he did accomplish great things. You look at how Floyd ran Mayweather promotions. Even in Mayweather's promotions, like, he stands by Tank now because that's the only one he really believes in. The rest of them cats he abandoned. Mickey Bay. He used to promote Mickey Bay the same way he promoted these cats. Abandoned Mickey Bay. What's his name? Badu Jack. Badu Jack Starloop, abandoned. Now you don't hear him talking much about Badu Jack no more. But he believes in Tank. And we can't tell Floyd who to believe in and who not to believe in. If he believes more in Bud than he does in the rest of these PBC welterweights, then guess what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Hold on, fight man. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Something just came up. 1 second. There it is. All right, fight fans, we back. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a second. Brief second. Now, like I was telling y'all, where would I leave off at? Floyd, like I said before, moves to a Warriors code. You know what I'm saying? Moves to a Warriors code, and at the end of the day, that's what he respects. You can't blame him for that. You can't tell that man what to respect and what not to respect. If he sees a warrior over here, but don't see him over here, he see a bunch of divas, that's where he going. That's exactly how I go. You know what I mean? Ronnie Boy says, yep, I spoke to Mickey Bay at the Crawford fight. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Look, hey, Ronnie Boy, he straight abandoned Mickey Bay. But there was a once upon a time where he did believe in Mickey Bay. But he abandoned Mickey Bay, fam. He really did. And that was messed up. But that's how Floyd moves. If he likes you, he believes in you, he speaks highly of you, or if he's just trying to do, then he could be, like I said, he could be on this fuckboy shit just to piss people off on the PBC side. Could be. I don't put that past Floyd. But at the end of the day, consistently, I've seen him bigging up Terence Bud Crawford. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. I don't know, Media One. I don't know, man. Give it time. I can see it happening, though. He abandoned J. Leon Love, too. He abandoned J. Leon Love, too. That's another one. But you know, J. Leon Love, to he kept him fighting because he fought not too long ago. So he kept him fighting. You know what I'm saying? The problem was J. Leon he just was a bum. I mean, I hate to say it, but he did abandon him. And that's supposed to have been his friend. But I heard he was getting them checks on the low. 1 second, fight, man. Yeah, man, y'all gotta forgive me, man. I'm currently a storage unit, man. I got my people out here working, man, but I'm in here doing this, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. J. Leon Love is a disappointment. Yeah, he turned, but that was Floyd's friend, you know what I mean? And I do think Floyd did start keeping checks coming in for J. Leon Love, but J. Leon Love, mine started slipping too, man. Like, he started tripping, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. They jive, yes, man. Jack and Love a jive like yes, man. Yeah, man, but he don't promote them nearly as much as he promotes Tank. The point is that Floyd, when he believes in you in one way or another, he will speak on you and he will promote you one way or another. And I think that's exactly what's going on. Don't get mad, fight fans out there, that he thinks highly of Bud. Why? I mean, don't get mad about that. Bud is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in boxing. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that, fight fans. That's the way it goes. He's conquered 3 classes undisputed. There ain't nobody out there right now with those credentials. Lomachenko is close. If he becomes undisputed, we adjust the conversation. But right now, on the other side with PBC, them welterweights, hell nah. I like Earl. Good fighter. Damn good fighter. But he got ways to go. I need to see 2 more weight classes before we put him in a conversation with Terence Bud Crawford. You hear me, though? But one thing I will say, later on when we talking boxing, we're going to talk about Bob Arum need to come up with a plan, bro, and come up with an idea. We're going to talk more about that because I just read some recent quotes from Bob Arum, and he was talking about he didn't want Pacquiao. He didn't want the Pacquiao fight. He didn't want the Danny Garcia fight. And it's like, bro, you're not in a position to be saying what you do not want. And we're going to talk about that because he got no idea who Bud's going to fight, bro. Oscar just came out and put him in this place and say, man, stop speaking on Canelo. Stop tripping. And he actually accused Bob Arum of maybe preventing Bud from going to the Hall of Fame. We're going to talk more about that later. And Bob does have to answer that, man, because Bob has a responsibility. I don't care what position that Bud in business. You got a responsibility, bro, to bring that man some good fights. And you can't be turning down fights and saying, oh, we just going to wait for the 140 guys. Man, you gotta give us a name, Bob, and you gotta make some attempts, bro. Come on. Man, what are your thoughts on Spence versus Jamil? Never going to happen since Jamil joined his stable, killing the future mega fight. Premeditated duck. And not to mention, Jamil went over there and started kissing the asses. Earl was like Jamil's like idol or some shit. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, bro. But yeah, you're right. That's a fight that probably maybe never come to fruition. But I'm sure that Earl is going to have plenty of smoke at 154 pounds, not named Jamel Charlo. You still got a lot of names up there that he can mix it up with. I know my man Jared Hurd, if he's still there, he ain't got no problem with mixing up with Earl. He has some comments to say about Earl in the past. You know what I mean? So I'm sure if he was down to give his stablemate Charlo that work, if he's still there, he'll give Earl that work. You know what I mean? But how long we talking? How long is it going to take for the man to go up? You did? I understand he got work to do at 47. If Manny Pacquiao ain't next, we need to be talking about Terence Crawford because Murr Nation ain't working. We need to be talking about Terence Crawford, period. Anything outside of that ain't making no sense to me. And we can break that down further if that decision gets made. But anything else ain't. We need to be talking Bud and Spence next if we're not talking Spence and Pacquiao next. Anything else makes no sense. With this Murr Nation shit, it's not working. It's not getting us to the promised land. All right, we didn't get Joshua and Wilder when we wanted it. We didn't get Hurd and Charlo when we wanted it. You know what I'm saying? This Murr Nation thing is ruining everything. So let's get this fight underway while we still can. You know, if Earl felt like he's good enough to come back to challenge a Manny Pacquiao in your first fight, then guess what? You can make that same decision with Terence Bud Crawford. Y'all got to feel me. Y'all got to feel me on that, man. Y'all got to feel me on that. They should fight now. Yeah. If no Pac, then Bud next. If no Pac after that, move to 54. No need for Danny and Thurman. Exactly. I agree with you there. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Keith. You know what I mean? If Keith can get back to his winning ways, if Keith can come back like he actually want the fight game, I actually still wouldn't mind seeing that fight. But yet and still, at the end of the day, man, we're at the point where these two men are considered number one and number two at welterweight. There's no, if you run that poll to any fan base, they will all agree. And so we're at a point where we don't need to be told that no more. We're at a point that we don't need to be told who are the best two welterweights. We know who they are. Now let's see them fight. You know what I mean? This is one of the things that scared me about the Wilder and Fury thing is like, I wanted those numbers to come back good because I did not want that to hinder future cross promotions. You know what I mean? And future pay-per-views involving cross promotion. So I was really hoping that them numbers hit their expectations. You know what I mean? Real spill. I want the Keith fight, but Keith take too many breaks. Yeah, that's why I say he got to come back like the old Keith, bro. He got to make me want it for him. Like, he got to come back showing me that he about that, not coming back for just the Adrian Bronner fight, just to get the check and get the hell out of boxing again for 9 months, and we don't see him, and we just see him commentating, getting fat between fights. I'm done with that version of Keith. You dig? He need to go buy him a new flute and find his hunger back. You dig? If that Keith comes back, then I'm down to see it. But this version of Keith, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Bud too small for 154. Yeah, Bud is small for 154. Bud on his third class. Bud ain't under no pressure or obligations to run up to 54. Bud is already on a third class. Them cats are on their first class, on their first weight class, and avoiding Bud. And avoiding the number one pound for pound fighter. Out of here, bro. Like, get out of here, bro. You know what I mean? But Bob, bro, Bob should be paying for Danny Garcia. Fuck that fight, man. I don't care what nobody say. If Bob is willing, Bob should be paying for Danny Garcia. That is the one fight that Bob should reconsider. Hands down, is Danny Garcia. The history is there. The name is there. The investment is worth it. That is one fight that Bob needs to drop his damn ego. Drop the ego, bruh, and pay that man. You ain't in a position to negotiate from a position of strength. You got to give him what he wants. And it's an investment to your fighter. So Bob got to cave on Danny, bro. Danny is the one. I'm sorry. That's just the one that I got to say that Bob, if the man wants 10 million, give him 10 million. Give him 10 million. You may take an L on that. You know what I mean? But in the long run, if Terence Crawford can get a name like Danny Garcia on his resume, I can't say that, and I hate to say, I can't even say that they was going to make the movie any faster, but it still will assure in the fans' minds for the overall masses that this man is the real deal and he putting in work. You know what I mean? And he needs that talking point. Danny made $1 million his last fight. What's wrong with $3 million and a chance at a belt? Bro, I disagree with you none at all, like lit up. I agree with you 100%. That should be the right price. But given the situation that Bud is in, they're not going to play that type game, fam. You know how it is in business. If they got that man in a vulnerable position where he got no one else to fight, he got no one else to help his legacy, no one else to move his name, no one else to bring attention to Terence Crawford, well, they're going to take advantage of that. Oh, you need a fight? You got nobody to fight? I need $10 million. What you going to do? You going to fight me? Or you going to fight Luis Collazo? You know what I mean? And there's nothing for casual love. Garcia versus Crawford, right fight to make. Mikey Garcia versus Crawford. Why ain't we? If y'all thought I was talking about Mikey, I was actually talking about Danny Garcia. But if y'all want to talk Mikey, same shit. Same thing. Same thing. Now, Bob might got some sour grapes because of him and Mikey going through the courts together. Same thing, fight fans. Bob need to be digging deep to get Mikey Garcia. Yes, I agree with that 100%. 100%. And Mikey Garcia is open to it. But we also know you have to open your checkbook. Yes, Danny is the fight to make. If no Pacquiao or Spence, Mikey does nothing for Bud. He gives him name recognition, I think. And Bud is really in need of some name recognition right now, more than anything. I mean, Jeff Horn, I know it was a great fight. You know it was a good fight. The masses don't know. Amir Khan went wrong. That was an attempt at a popularity fight because they thought Khan's army was still intact, but it's not intact no more. So he needs some star power, and a Mikey Garcia will provide that. You know what I mean? I believe so, at least to a certain degree. You know what I mean? At least to a certain degree. Spence didn't get respect for Mikey, neither would Crawford. But Spence got a spotlight put on him because of Mikey. Spence got Jerry Jones involved because of Mikey. Spence fought in a big-ass stadium fighting with Mikey. That brought a level of attention that he needed to go to the next level in his career. And that's exactly what Bud needs. Bud ain't got that person. They couldn't secure Manny Pacquiao. You feel me? They could not do that. They couldn't do it. So it is what it is, man. But look, I got to get out of here, fight fans, man. I got some things to take care of, man. Appreciate y'all sitting with me through this one right here. Sorry for the interruptions, but I'm in my storage unit, man. I'm out here working, man. So let me go back out and do my deal, man. Appreciate all the love. Thumbs up on the way out. If you didn't hit it on the way in, come back later. We doing We Talking Boxing, man, where I got a whole host of topics. Terence Crawford just being one. You know what I'm saying? But we got some more topics to talk about later, and I cannot wait. Hope to see y'all there. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Y'all have a blessed day and stay stressed and sucker free out there all day. To the next one, man. Peace out.